Summary of the Dewbreaker by Edwidge Danticat. Papa and Ka Bien-Aimé are on a trip through Florida with Papa when Papa goes missing. Ka's parents were both born in Haiti, but she was born in Brooklyn and has never been there. They are giving Papa a sculpture that Ka made of him while he was in jail in Haiti for a year. Officer Bo asks Ka to show him a picture of Papa, but Ka doesn't have any. Papa hates having his picture taken, so he always covers his face to hide the big scar on his cheek. Gabrielle Fontenot is a well-known Haitian-American actress who is currently staying with her folks in Florida. Ka is taking the sculpture to her. At sunset, Papa comes back and takes Ka to a lake where he broke the sculpture by throwing it in. Ka is mad and confused. Papa finally tells them that he wasn't a victim of violence in Haiti, but rather a person who caused it. Ka realizes all of a sudden that this is why Papa and Ka's mother don't have any friends and never talk about their life in Haiti. Papa says that he has never wanted to hurt anyone and that he would never hurt someone now. Ka calls and tells Ka that Papa has been wanting to tell her the truth for a long time. Ka and Papa go to the Fontenot's house to tell Gabrielle that the sculpture is gone. Mr. and Mrs. Fontenot welcome them with open arms, and over lunch, they talk about how much they love Haiti. But Gabrielle doesn't care when Ka tells her that the sculpture is gone. As Ka and Papa drive away, Ka thinks about what she and mean to Papa and how they have become masks against his own face. The next story is about a man and his wife who haven't seen each other in 7 years but are about to see each other again. The man cleans at Medgar Evers College at night and at Kings County Hospital during the day. The husband went to New York the day after they got married, and that was the last time they saw each other. Neither of them knew that the visa system would make it so that they couldn't see each other for 7 years. After they are reconnected, the wife spends her time while her husband is at work writing letters home and listening to a Haitian radio station. One night, she makes a big meal for her husband and their roommates, Michel and Danny, who are both young guys. She knows that if she doesn't tell her husband about the long affair she had with a neighbor in Haiti, it will ruin their relationship. She wants to do it, but she just can't. The man starts to think that there will always be silence between them. In the next story, Nadine's folks write her a letter, but she doesn't reply. Nadine is a nurse who works in an ENT ward. She has a voicemail from her ex-boyfriend, Eric, who is the father of a child she just had an abortion on. It is highly implied that Eric is the unnamed husband from the previous story. She doesn't answer this call either, but she puts the message cassette tape on a shrine to her lost baby. At the hospital, Nadine takes care of a woman named Ms. Hines, who is shocked to find that she can't talk after surgery. Nadine does call her parents in the end, but the talk makes her feel bad. Nadine says goodbye to Ms. Hines as her parents come to get her from the hospital. She looks in the mirror and doesn't know who she sees. The next story is about the Bien-Aimé family on their way to Christmas Eve, Massachusetts. This story happens before the first one in time, and holds her breath as they drive by a graveyard. She does this every time she passes a graveyard and thinks about her younger brother, who was only 3 years old when he drowned in Haiti, and has been feeling sorry that she and her father didn't make any friends in the US. She thinks that maybe they didn't need to be so far away from everyone else in order to hide the truth about Papa's past. At church, Ka thinks she looks like Emmanuel Constant, a militiaman who raped and killed hundreds of people but dodged prison in Haiti by running away to the US. And checks and finds out that it's not Constant, but she is terrified that someone will recognize Papa one day and thinks if she should stop going to Midnight, Massachusetts. Danny has moved back to the small town in Haiti where his Aunt Estina lives. He had lived in New York for 10 years after moving from Haiti. Danny's parents were killed by the government 15 years before that, and Estina raised him instead. A blind peasant named Old Zoe brings Danny to Estina. Danny tells her that he has found Papa, the man who killed his parents, and that he is renting a room in this man's house in Brooklyn. But Old Zoe, his daughter Tifam, and other locals stop what they are saying to bring them food. Later, Estina introduced Danny to Claude, a young Haitian American man who killed his father and was sent back to Haiti. In a dream, Danny talks to Estina about how his parents died and how he got to know Papa. When he wakes up, Estina tells him she's too tired to talk and goes back to sleep. Danny will be dead when she wakes up again. When Claude tries to comfort Danny at the funeral, she pushes him away. Later, Danny apologizes to Claude, and Claude tells him how he killed his father when he was 14 and hooked on crack. Claude says he feels happy that he was given a chance to change his life after committing such a terrible crime. In the next story, a young news intern named Aline Cajuste from the Haitian American Weekly comes to talk to a bridal seamstress named Beatrice St. Fort about her plans to retire. Over coffee, Aline asks Beatrice questions about her age and whether or not she is married. Beatrice instead takes Aline outside and tells her about her neighbors. She says that there is a Haitian jail guard who lives on her street. Eventually, she says that when she turned him down in Haiti, he tortured her. She says she has moved a lot to get away from him, but he has always found her. She hopes that when she retires, she will finally be able to get away from him. At first, Aline tells her editor, Marjorie Voltaire, that Beatrice is a little bit crazy. But as time goes on, she starts to care more about Beatrice and other people like her. The next story takes place the day after François Baby Doc Duvalier went into exile, which meant the end of the Duvalier regime. Michel, who is 12 at the time, and his mother are hiding from the chaos and revenge violence going on outside. Michel is thinking about his friend Romain, whose father, Regulus, was a Tonton Macoute. A Tonton Macoute was a government-backed militiaman who used violence. Now, people who want to get even are torturing and killing the Macoutes in horrible ways. Monsieur Christophe's water station in Michel's neighborhood has been taken apart, and Michel's mother tells him to go help Christophe put it back together. After a short time of helping, Michel runs off to find Romain. Romain says he wants to escape, so he and Michel get in a car and head to a hotel. There, Romain says that he was hoped to find Michel's father there, who is actually named Christophe. Michel cries because he doesn't fully understand what it means to be Christophe's fake son, even though he knows it's shameful. Michel and Romain break up, and Romain says he's leaving the country. The next day, Michel finds out that Regulus shot himself so that he wouldn't be caught and abused. Michel never sees Romain again, but he says that he will name his first child after him. He says this from the future, when he is 30 and married and having his first child. Rezaya, Maricel, and Frida are all Haitian residents who live in New York. All three of them are taking a GED class together. Back in Haiti, Frida made her living by singing at funerals. The three women drink together at Rezaya's Haitian eatery. Frida says that her father was a fisherman who was arrested by the government and later died. After Frida turned down an offer to sing at the National Palace, her mother told her to leave Haiti. Back in Haiti, Maricel's husband was killed for drawing a picture of the president that wasn't very good, so she had to leave as well. Rezaya was raised by an aunt who ran a brothel. When Rezaya was a child, a government agent raped her because the aunt was afraid he would put her in jail. Frida's first time singing in public was at the death of her own father. She sang Brother Timony, a song he had taught her. After that, she worked as a funeral singer for a living. The GED test is taken by the women. Even though they don't know yet if they passed, they still go to Rezaya's diner to have a drink together. Maricel suggests that Frida sing the song she wrote for her own funeral. Frida sings Brother Timony, and the other two women join in. Papa waits in his car outside of a church in the poor Port-au-Prince neighborhood of Bel Air. He has been told to kill the preacher, whose political sermons have been carried over the radio. Poison killed the preacher's wife 6 months ago. Papa wants to leave Haiti and move to the United States, but he has to kill the preacher first to show that he is loyal. He was born in Liagain. His parents were farmers who lost their land when the Duvalier rule started. Papa joined the Volunteers for National Security when he was 19 years old, and because of that, he got stronger. He has a reputation for being a cruel torturer who is very good at what he does. The minister, on the other hand, is aware that he will probably be killed soon for his subversive actions. He talks about his dead wife at his Sunday evening church meeting and asks her to forgive him for being to blame for her death. His stepsister comes to the service, but she leaves when she hears him talking about his wife. After she leaves, Papa and his men rush in and arrest the priest. They drive him to Kazernes in a truck, where they put him in a cell that smells like rotting flesh. While this is going on, and has a seizure and sees that her brother is in danger. Papa gets a message that the preacher won't be put to death because the government doesn't want him to become a hero. He takes the preacher into his office and gets ready to send him away. The priest is sitting on a wooden chair when he accidentally falls off of it and breaks it. He then uses the broken leg to hurt Papa's face. So, Papa shoots him back. Papa knows that if he does this, he could be punished or even killed, so he walks out of Kazernes in a daze. He runs into Anne, who ran there when she heard that her brother had been taken there. Anne thinks he was hurt by the government, and Papa lets her think this by telling her that he is finally free. Anne takes care of his wound, and the next day, Papa gets them tickets to New York, where he starts introducing Anne as his wife. Papa doesn't tell Ka the truth about himself until Ka is born, but he never tells her the whole story. The official story about how the preacher died is that he set himself on fire in Kazernes and died that way, leaving no trace of himself at all.
About the author. Edwidge Danticat was born in Port-au-Prince.
When she was a young child, both of her parents moved to the United States, first her mother and then, 2 years later, her father.
Danticat and her brother stayed in Haiti, and their grandparents raised them there.
Danticat said that when she was young, she felt awe when she heard people tell stories, and when she was 9, she began writing herself.
At age 12, she moved with her parents to Brooklyn.
They lived in the Haitian village where the Dewbreaker takes place. Danticat went to Clara Barton High School in Brooklyn, which is a school for people who want to become nurses or work in other health-related jobs. She then went to Barnard College and majored in French literature. In 1993, she got an MFA in creative writing from Brown University. Her thesis became Breath, Eyes, Memory, 2004, which was her first book to be released. Since then, she has written more than a dozen books, won many awards, including the National Book Critics Circle Award and the MacArthur Genius Grant, and taught creative writing in New York and Miami. She has also done work on a number of films. She was given an honorary doctorate by Brooklyn College in 2014. She's married and has 2 kids.
Hope we summarized it fully and you liked it. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so that we are motivated to create more videos.